everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we're gonna go on a true adventure for me. We are going to pickle red onions. Now, a couple weeks ago, my son said, "Mom, have you ever had pickled onions?" And I'm like, no, I don't usually eat pickled anything. I eat pickles, so I guess I eat pickled cucumbers, but I don't eat pickled onions. Well, he proceeded to tell me the story about his boss, his favorite sandwich ever, and he's a sandwich guy. He eats sandwiches every day. His favorite sandwich ever is sourdough, cheddar cheese, and pickled onions. No mayonnaise, no mustard, no condiments. That's the entire sandwich. And the reason that he decided that that was his favorite sandwich is one time they were on a camping trip and the people he was with, that was all they were eating. He's like, "Hey dude, we have some lunch meat in there." And they're like, no, this is our favorite sandwich. So then this became his favorite sandwich. So I want to see if this is my favorite sandwich, and I just never knew. So today we are going to try our hand at pickling onions. We're going to do the old-fashioned method where we just stick it in the refrigerator, and after an hour it's good to go and they're pickled. But we're also going to use our vacuum sealer to do a quick pickle. Apparently it tastes the same, but we'll be the judge, because I'm indeed going to try this sandwich that it's just the best. And I don't know, I love sandwiches. So for someone to say that this is the best, we'll see. You ready for this adventure? Let's get started. All right, this recipe comes to us from loveandlemons.com. So Love and Lemons, if you're watching, thanks so much for this easy to follow recipe. I love that. Here's what we're gonna need. So equipment-wise, we're gonna need 10-ounce mason jars. You're gonna need 3 of those or 2 16-ounce mason jars. I have 3 16-ounce mason jars because I have way more onions than I think that I'm supposed to have, but I wanna make sure that we have enough. You're gonna need a mandolin, which I have the Rapid Prep mandolin from Pampered Chef. We're gonna use that. We need a medium pot. Probably I should get a bigger pot than that. That's small. And for ingredients, we're gonna use red onions, 2 cups of white vinegar, 2 cups of water, 1/3 cup of cane sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt. Optionally, you can also have 2 garlic cloves and 1 teaspoon of peppercorns. And medium pot, not small. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna wanna do is get our brine ready. Like I mentioned, I'm doubling this recipe, so I'm actually gonna do 4 cups of vinegar, 4 cups of water, 2/3 cup of sugar, and all the salt. What was it? 4 tablespoons of salt? I think so. All right, and now we're just gonna turn it on medium high, and we're just going to bring it all together and dissolve that sugar. Shouldn't take too long. And while that's warming up, we're actually gonna get our onions ready to go. So I'm gonna leave that right in there. And the recipe asked for 2 small red onions, but since I could only find medium or large onions, I'm just gonna eyeball it, and anything I have left over I'll probably pickle the whole thing. I'll probably just make more pickling fluid. Brine, whatever it's called. But I'm first giving my onions a chop, just so that they'll fit in my mandolin. And every once in a while, I'm gonna give this a stir. Didn't really say if you're supposed to boil it or not, just when everything is dissolved, and there's definitely still some stuff in there. So I think we're doing good. All right, now we're gonna take our Rapid Prep mandolin. If you do not have a Rapid Prep mandolin, I'm sorry, but since I do, we're gonna use it. And you can just use a regular mandolin or a very sharp knife that you can slice very, very thin. Depending on how thin you like your onions, you will put the dial to whatever you want. So I'm gonna do whole, and we're gonna do ours actually pretty thin, probably not paper thin. We'll try it at 2 to start with, but the thinner they are, the more quickly they pickle. And I'm not saying I'm in a hurry, but I'm always in a hurry because that's just the nature of me. I'm just gonna stick my onion down inside, and we're just going to start to slice thin slices. And I mean, that's pretty good, pretty thin. Hopefully that's thin enough. I don't actually know how thin to make them. Okay, after that first onion, it looks like everything is dissolved. If you look inside this pot, I don't see any granules of anything remaining. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off so it will quit buzzing at us, and we will do the rest of these onions. Now, my son just came down and checked the size of the onion, and he said that the size that I'm doing right now is perfect for that meaty texture. If you want them juicier, to make them thinner, but this is the perfect, like, medium, nice thickness. And if I get any edges here, like the big, fat, thick things, I'll run my knife through them, or run them back through whenever we're all done. Some people ask me if this prevents, you from crying. No, it does not. My eyes are watering. Whoa, man. There we have it. All of our onions are done. Now, any of these big ones, let's feed them back through, like, the edges. We'll feed them back through and see if we can get them sliced up. Otherwise, they'll just be thick chunks of onion, which might be a good thing. I don't know, but I don't think so. All right. That worked a charm. All right. And here's our fantastical onions. All right, I'm not going to pour them out. What I'm going to do is we are going to put them in these jars. So it didn't say in the directions how tightly to pack these jars, or really, it says it makes 3 10-ounce jars or 2 16-ounce jars. So I guess, that's 30 ounces, but 2 16s is 32 ounces. So the math doesn't math there. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But before I forget, we're gonna grab our vacuum seal bag, because apparently if you use a vacuum seal bag, it will pickle them like that with just one cycle. So I wanted to try that as well. So I'll put some in there. Let's break them up so that they're all mixed around. And then we'll put the rest in these jars. So anyway, it said 2 16-ounce jars, and I did about double the amount of onion that she wanted, which is why I have the 3rd jar and a bag. If I don't have enough brine, I do have more vinegar, and I have more of everything, so I can just whip up some more brine. It'll be fine. But I'm just trying to base this off of her instructions. I think that it really should say, like 3 cups of raw onion per jar, or 2 cups, or however much really need to go in the jar. Because unlike, say, fermenting things where you have to pack something into the jar tight, I assume that I don't have to pack this in tight, because the brine will just fill it up around it, right? I know, I wish you could answer back. But if you know, in the comments, let me know. And if you've ever pickled onion before, how is it that you do it? Do you do it like this? Am I doing it right? Because, everybody has a different way of doing things, and this is just one of them from Love and Lemons. So I appreciate recipes. By the way, if ever you're looking for the link to the recipe that I followed, you can always find it on my website. I always provide links to the original recipe, and if I've made any changes of my own to the recipe, I do indicate whenever I write out the recipe in my own format. I do indicate the original recipe came from wherever it came from, but I did make some changes to my recipe, which then made it mine, but not really mine, which is why I put anyway. Okay, now we just have to wait for this to cool. I don't know how cold it needs to be, or if it doesn't need to be cold at all. Maybe it just needs to be cool enough so that I don't break the glass. Okay, I just looked over the directions again. It said it just has to be cool, but not cold. So I assume that if I can touch it with my finger that it's fine, but we're gonna want to let these jars cool to room temperature before they go into the refrigerator. That's the cooling. So I have my ladle here, and we're just gonna ladle some of this, warm, it's not hot, warm brine right in. And hopefully I will have enough. Okay, I think I'm gonna have plenty. So we'll just shake that a little bit to start with. I say that and I'm like, oh wait, okay. So hopefully I have enough to go in this bag, but because this one's gonna be sous vide, which means under vacuum, we should have enough, but let's look. I I think we just might have enough. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, so, I feel like I need a tiny bit more. Maybe not, because these ones seem to be floating, and so do these. So maybe they're fine. There's still plenty in there. No, I think we're good. Okay, those are some strong onions. All right, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna stick some lids on them. I'm not gonna vacuum seal these lids or anything. We're just gonna set them on, and we're gonna let these jars cool to room temperature before we get them into the refrigerator. After an hour in the refrigerator, they will be ready to taste. Okay, right, we're gonna let these room temperature. And let's sous vide this. So, I learned an interesting thing this week. I thought that sous vide was immersed in water, sous vide bath, whatever. But in reality, sous vide means under vacuum. So when you marinate using the sous vide method, which is under vacuum, you don't have to put it in a water bath. We just usually do because we're doing the whole sous vide experience. But when you are pickling onions, this is called sous vide onions because it's under vacuum, right? I never knew. Yet like this week, I found that out. I'm always learning. I am not a professional. I just play one on TV, but I'm an everyday cook and I learn things every day. And I appreciate when people comment on things. They're like, oh, did you know that this or that or the other thing? Definitely comment on this video and say, hey, did you know this? Because sometimes, most of the time, I don't know. Unless somebody tells me, or if I watch it in a video, or as I'm doing my research, which is what I was doing, I was researching things and I found out that sous vide actually means under vacuum. Okay, so then I will use the term correctly. We are now going to sous vide our onions. So what I have here is my Food Saver machine, and I am going to go ahead and stick my bag right into the channel, and we're gonna turn the machine on and we're gonna turn it to marinate. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this run 2 or 3 times. So we'll probably do it 3 times just to make sure. Feel like it didn't suck all the air out, which is probably why you wanna do it 2 or 3 times. Okay, so let's do it again. So marinate, there we go. I still feel like there's air bubbles in there. I've never done this before, so I don't know if I'm supposed to suck the air out, but okay. Okay, so those of you who have a machine similar to this one, it has an electronic function that tells me whenever there is liquid in the channel. So I need to pick it up and go dump it out. That way it doesn't overfill and make a mess in my machine. Okay, let's try this again. All right, so apparently that's that. I mean, they smell good. All right, let's reach in here, see if they taste more than just a red onion. Ooh, oh, okay, wow. I was not expecting that flavor in there. That's quite a bit. It's sweet. Let's pour these into a bowl because these guys really are pickled. That worked. It definitely does not taste like just a regular raw red onion. No, I wouldn't say it tastes like a pickle either. Just tastes different. All right, that is interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that, but I'm gonna have it on a cheddar and sourdough sandwich because I gotta see what this is all about. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay, so here I have my homemade sourdough bread. And I am going to top it with some cheese. It said no condiments, so just cheese. I'm gonna put 2 slices of cheese because I'm a rebellious person like that. All right. Now before I put these pickles on this sandwich, before I put these onions on the sandwich, I actually brought the other one back over here because I wanna make sure that they actually got pickled. So I'm gonna taste one of these. Yeah, this one just tastes like vinegar onions. So that's why this one, the quick pickle method, is way better. It makes it right away. All right, so let's see. I'm not exactly sure how much to put on, but we will just put some on. Oh man, this might be a bad idea. Probably that's fine, you think? I hope so. Okay. All right, here we go. Cheese and pickled onions. You know, I'm not mad at this. Would I call it my favorite sandwich ever? Probably not. Would I call it a very good addition to any sandwich? I think so. It's good. I do feel like you need a few more than I put on right here, but it's good. I can see why my mom used to have onion sandwiches if her onions were pickled. Like, this is actually surprisingly tasty. Like I said, I don't think that I'd rank it up there with my top sandwiches ever, but as a sandwich topping, that's pretty good. If a restaurant, you know, like Subway or Jimmy John's or somewhere like that was to have pickled onion on their menu, I might ask for pickled onion on my sandwich along with other things, and then maybe it would become my most favorite sandwich ever. I mean, I'm just saying, pickled onions are actually pretty good. Now this begs the question though, if I have a vacuum sealer to do sous vide, why would I do it in jars? One of the reasons I would probably just do it in jars is because it's easier. So this, I just boiled the brine, put the jars together, and they're ready for the refrigerator once they become room temperature. And then tomorrow, they're ready to serve with whatever you want. If I needed them right away, like, oh, I'm having dinner and I'm like, oh, darn, I wish I would have had some pickled onion, then I would throw them into sous vide method and then have a quick pickle and get that flavor infused in there as quickly as I did. But I think for the most part, just doing it in a jar will probably be the method that I will do because it's just easy, it's no fuss, they're in the jar, and I have no doubt that this will taste like this in just about an hour. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because my son is dying to come downstairs and try this out. So if you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week and I'm always looking for the next adventure. And sometimes my son says, hey mom, have you ever done this? And I say, no, let's do it. And here we are. So if you have any ideas for me, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you on the next adventure. Bye. I'm gonna eat the rest of this. I really am. It's really good. If you haven't tried it yet, you should try pickled onions.